Come close. Let us learn division. Yes, this is part of your curriculum as a GSS 1 student. This is first term, week 2 of your curriculum. So we are still dealing with whole numbers. Then we are talking about basic operations on whole numbers. Remember I said we have 4 basic operations. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and here is division. So now let's learn the concept of division in the most basic way, in the simplest way. Very good. Now, when we are talking about division, division has to do with sharing, like when you want to share things among some individuals. So take for example, your father gave you and your brother. Okay, let's say we have 2 students. We have Amir and Zainab. And both of them, their father gave them 10 apples. 10 apples. And they are asked to share the apples among themselves equally. So that means we want to share 10 apples among 2 children. Yes. So let's see how many each one of them will get. So what we are going to do is we are going to divide 10 by 2 because we have 2 of them. So I'm going to say 10 divided by 2. Let's assume that you don't know anything about division. So as a baby, all you need to do is to draw 10 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 apples. And mind you, the way I draw the 10 apples, I group them into two groups. So this is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So we have 10 already. Now, it means I need to count how many 2s did I get from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means I have 5 groups of 2. So it means we can divide 10 into 5 groups of 2. Meaning that each one of them will get 5 apples. So Amir will get 5 and Zainab will also get 5. How did I know? If this first apple is for Amir, then the second one will be for Zainab. If this is for Amir, then this will be for Zainab. This for Amir, this for Zainab. This for Amir, this for Zainab. Amir, Zainab. So now let's count all the one that Amir gets. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means Amir is going to get 5 apples. So let's count how many will Zainab get. Anywhere you see Z is for Zainab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means Zainab can get 5 apples. So this is a simple introduction to the concept of division. So you just have to know that division has to do with sharing. So as we go on, you will later discover some other names that we can, or some other concepts that are related to division. Just like fraction is also related to division, and at the same time ratio is also division. Now, but however, let's get back to the beginning. The symbol that we use for division symbol is this. So this is the division symbol. Like I said before, I said division is related to fraction. So if you look at this, it's almost looking like a fraction. So because when we are talking about fraction is when a number is divided by another number. There will be a number on top and another one will be under. The one on top is the numerator. Let's say e.g. 2 over 5. So the number on top is the numerator, the one under is the denominator, and there is a line here called division line. Division line. Now, take it back to this. Take it back to this. So, you can see that here we have a line, a small line. Then we have dot on top and dot under, meaning that there's a number on top divided by another one under, just the way we write fraction. That is how this division symbol was discovered. So this is how, that's why they represent division like this. Very good. Now, similarly, the word ratio too also relates to division, but don't let us go there now. Now, another thing that you need to know is that the answer you get after division is called quotient. 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 So it means if I divide a particular number, for example, 10 divided by 2, and the answer is 5. So it simply means that 5 is my quotient. 5 is the quotient. Now, this number that I use to divide another number is called the divisor. The divisor. While this number that I have divided is known as the dividend. Dividend. So the combination of dividend divided by the divisor and then divided by the quotient give us the entire structure of division. But however, sometimes a division is not always perfect. So sometimes it will leave a remainder. So we can combine the quotient times the divisor plus the remainder to get the original number. So this is just like an introduction to division. Good. Now, we now need to learn process of division. The process of division. So, if you are dealing with small numbers and you are having problem with division, when you are dealing with small numbers, it's very easy to do. Something like 6 divided by 3. So 6 divided by 3, as a small child, if you're having problem with this, let me use the concept of addition and subtraction to teach you how you will get the answer to this without long division or anything. So all you need to do is see how many times if you want to use addition. So addition method. So see how many times can you add 3 to itself before you get to 6. Oh, let me make this bigger. Let me make it bigger. Let's make it something like 12. So see how many times you can add 3 to itself to get you to 12. So if I say 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 for the first time, this will be 2 times already. So this is 6. Plus another 3, making it 3 times, this will lead you to 9. Then plus another 3 again, making it 4 times now. So 9 plus 3, that's going to give you 12. So that means how many times did I have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 times, making it 12. So that means the result of 12 divided by 4, 12 divided by 3 is going to give me 4. So that is how division that is how simple division can be sometimes. So you can also use the method of subtraction. Subtraction. So when you are using subtraction, you are going to start with the actual number itself. We start with 12. So let's see how many times we will have to subtract 3 before we get to 0. See how many times you will subtract 3 before you get to 0. That's 12 minus 3, which will give me what? That will give me 9. So you go again. 9 minus 3 again. That's going to give you what? 6. You go again. Take the result here. 6 minus 3 again. That's going to give me 3. So you go again. The result that I get here, subtract 3 again. 3 minus 3, that will give me 0. So you can see I have done it how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That simply means 12 divided by 3 equal to 4. Since I have done my division 4 times to get me to 0, that means The answer is 4. So you can be using this method when you are dealing with small numbers. So, but however, if you are dealing with big numbers, so you might have to use another method. So that means you can use the method of long division or short division method. So, and those are the two standard methods that you are allowed to use as GSS student. So we have two process or method, two methods of division. Methods of division. So there are two methods. The first one is long division, and the second one is short division. Now, for the long division, you need to take note of this trick. There is a trick that I will use to teach you long division right in this video. So, the trick is you master this acronym DMSB. 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 D stands for division, that is divide. M stands for multiply. After multiplying, you subtract. After subtracting, you bring down. Bring down. So, once you complete this process, you will start over again after bringing the next digit down. So that is how you complete it till you finish the entire question. So let's see examples. Examples. Number 1. Okay, let's say the question says evaluate. I'm going to do one question that leaves no remainder and another one that leaves remainder. That is how you do other ones too. So let's see a question. Number 1. So this one will leave remainder. Is 1528 divided by 4. And let's say number 2, we have 2470 divided by 6. So I purposely choose these two questions. This will leave a remainder, while this will leave no remainder, while this will leave a remainder, so that you can learn both of them together at the same time. So let's go for the one that leaves no remainder. So solution. So I'm going to do long division first. Then I will do short division here. So let's start with long division. We have 1528 divided by 4. So we are going to draw our table. Put 1528 here. Then you put 4 here. Now, we are going to start with the first digit. Now, how many 4 can I get from 1? Impossible. Anytime you have a small number and you want to divide a small number by a big number, that's always a problem. So, and it's not really a problem. Just know that the result will always be 0. Anytime you are dividing a small number by a big number, the result will always be 0. So you put 0 on top of the 1. Make sure that your answer that you are going to be writing on top, they specifically align with the number that you have divided. They are on top of the number. They are exactly on top of the number you have divided. So 4 in 1, that gives me 0. Then you do 4 times 0, that will give me 0. So let us subtract. 1, okay, the process DMSB. Okay, let me start again. So we are going to start with division. 4 in 1, that is 1 divided by 4, that gives me 0. So I have done divide. Now multiply next. You do 4 times 0, that will give me 0. So we subtract. So subtract is the next. 1 minus 0, that will give me 1. Next is bring down. So we bring down the next digit, which is 15. So now, how many 4 can I get from 15? So you look at how many times can you add 4 to itself to get to 15. So 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 will give me 8. So plus another 4, that will give me 12. Plus another 4, that will give me 16. Now, we are going to 15, and here we already reached 16. So that means this last one, we don't need it. We don't need this last one. So, because this one is already over what we need. But that means I will count how many 4 that we have before this 4. So, 1, 2, 3. I have just 3. So that means we can go 3 times. So, 4 in 15 will give me 3. So, we do 4 times 3. That will give me 12. Because 4 times 3, how many times? 1, 2, 3. That will lead me to 12. So let's subtract 15 minus 12. That will give me 3. Next, I'll bring down the 2. So we repeat the process again. So we are done with the process for the first time. Then we do the process again. Now this is 4 in 32. Let's say you don't remember your multiplication table. All you need to do is to continue this addition process. Add another 4. This is not up to 32 yet. Add another 4. That will lead you to 20. If you add another 4, that is 24. Add another 4, that is 28. 28. So 28 plus another 4, that will give me 32. So let's see how many times 4 has occurred on this table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for somebody that does not know multiplication table, so that is 8 times. I'll just put 8 here. So I'll do 4 times 8. So the next thing is to multiply. 4 times 8, that will give me 32. Then we subtract. So I can clear this away first. Come back to that later. So 22 minus 32, that will give me 0. So I've done subtraction. I'm bringing down next. Let's bring down 8. So how many 4 can I get from 8? This is a simple one. 4 in 8, that will just give me 2. So 4 times 2, that will give me 8. So let us subtract. So 8 minus 8, that is 0. Anytime you have remainder 0 like this, it simply means there is no remainder. So that means the result for 1528 divided by 4 is equal to 382. You can remove the 0 when you are writing the answer. Very good. Now, let's go for short division. Short division. So, 1528 divided by 4. First, how many 4 in 1? That will give you 0. 0. And the remainder will still be the 1. The remainder will still be the 1. So now you combine 1 and 5 because this 1 still remains. We are not successful in the division. 1 and 5 give me 15. 4 in 15. So assuming you don't know, you do the addition process. 4 in 15 will give me just 3. Alright, 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract 12 from 15. That will give me 3. Put 3 on top of this. How many 4 in 32? That will give me 8. Remainder nothing. Then how many 4 in 8? That will just give me 2. So the answer is 382. That long division can be so easy like this. So let's do the second one. I will just use long division and I want you to try short division on that. So let's do number 2. Number 2 is 2470 divided by 6. Like I said, this is going to leave a remainder. So let's draw our table. I have 2470 divided by 6. Now, how many 6 can I get from 2? 6 from 2, that is impossible. So, I'll put 0 on top. 6 times 0, that will give me 0. Let's subtract. 2 minus 0, that's 2. Bring down the next digit, which is 4. Now, how many 6 in 24? So if you do the process of addition, that will lead you to 4. 6 times 4, 24. Subtract 24 minus 24, 0, 0. Bring down the next digit, which is 7. So how many times can 6 go in 7? That's just once. So I'll put 1. 6 times 1, that will give me 6. So let's subtract. 7 minus 6, that will give me 1. Bring down the next digit, which is 0. Now, how many 6 can I get from 10? So that will give me just 1. 6 times 1, that will give me 6. Subtract 10 minus 6, that will give me 4. You can see that the remaining number that I have here, nothing to bring down to complement this. And then, and this 6 cannot divide 4 anymore. I will just conclude that my answer equal to 411 remainder 4. Or you write the remainder 4 on top of here. So, this is how to do a type of division that has remainder. So, however, you can try the short division method using this same question to do it. So, you get the same answer. Thank you. Bye-bye.